Historic at midnight when those enclaves are exchanged, and to talk about it we have with us noted diplomat Shankar Mukherjee with us. Welcome. So what does this agreement, it's coming into effect at midnight, really tell you that no matter how difficult the situation might be as far as territorial issues between countries might be, they can be sorted out if there is political will on both sides and there is consensus as well on each country, and then of course it's the people who get the maximum benefit.
Well, absolutely. I think, you know, in every sense, the implementation of the agreement that was already there is really a matter for celebration. I mean, for these 50,000 people, and it is, I think, I would go so far as to say it is just like for the hundreds of millions of Indians and their tryst with destiny in 1947. It is their tryst with destiny at midnight tonight. For 68 years, they have been in limbo. They have been stateless, and it is only those who've dealt with stateless persons who can understand the real pathetic situation that a person, a human being, goes through when he cannot even say that this is the country to which I belong. So the fact, it should have happened earlier, and one must say that the delay was more on the Indian side than on the Bangladesh side. The ratification procedures in Bangladesh were done much earlier. But the fact is that it has happened, much better late than never, and by every count, I think this is a really, really great achievement for the political will of the leadership, for diplomacy, for the people, the 50,000 people who have in a very humane fashion been given the choice of deciding their future and which country they wish to belong to, and for Indo-Bangladesh relations.
How important is leadership in this, fact that there was a new government that came, and then in India, and then of course there was this concurrence of views on this across the board?
Well, my personal opinion is that if you are talking of political will and political sagacity, I'd give full credit to the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. Of course, this has been coming from 1974. All governments have pushed it along, whether it's been very slowly or not. But for the current achievement, this very, very, very welcome achievement, I would also give full marks to Prime Minister, to the Bangladesh leadership, Sheikh Hasina's leadership, and to the redoubtable Chief Minister of West Bengal, who lent her weight behind this, and without whom I don't think this actual implementation would have been easily possible. It is now going through in a way which augurs very well for the future and for Indo-Bangladesh relations overall. And it is, after all, that atmosphere which enables, atmosphere of friendship and good relations, that enables problems to be solved, and this is a great example of that. And
the people themselves were given choice where they want to be, and those who want to cross over, for them too comprehensive package has been made, so there has been nothing left to chance, really.
Well, that is true, and the budget has already been allocated. These are all very. My only submission would be, and I strike a personal note here, if you will forgive me, because in the 1974 agreement, this was in the days before photocopiers. As a junior officer in the Bangladesh desk, I was the one who carried the stencil copies to various parts of the government when I was an undersecretary on the Bangladesh desk. So my only submission would be that, you know, I heard the government interlocutor talking about the rehabilitation measures that have already been planned in terms of those who will be moving back and the temporary relief shelters that would be created and so on. I hope now that the main thing has been done by the leadership, the implementation on the ground will now go to local authorities. And I really hope these temporary relief facilities will really be temporary, very, you know, and that there will not be those huge delays that have characterized the implementation of this agreement itself. These human beings, more than 2 generations, have lived in limbo as stateless people. They deserve, especially the elderly among them, deserve a few years of the happiness of belonging to a nation, to a larger family. And I hope the temporariness is really very short.
But I'm sure provisions will be made in the near future for this purpose as well, if they haven't already.
Well, provisions I think have been made, but I was only expressing the hope that it all gets done quickly and competently.
Well, I'm sure those who decide, who take a certain decision to do things in a certain way will also ensure that they get done.
I hope so, indeed. I share that hope.
And as far as the larger question of sorting out issues between countries are concerned, would you say that this is an example, it's a great example for all countries in the world to settle territorial matters?
It is an example of what diplomacy can achieve combined with political will. Bangladesh has a border with India which is almost 4,100 kilometers. It is the longest border we have with any other country.
We have unsettled borders with other countries as well.
Precisely. We have problems that have bedeviled relations. We also have done various good things together. We can achieve a huge amount more for Bangladesh and for all our neighboring states. 6 of our states border Bangladesh.
But what's essential really for sorting out differences?
Pardon?
What's essential really for sorting out differences?
The essential bit that's what I said. The essential part of it is the political will for solving problems that comes out of friendly relations.
Yes.
Nothing can be solved between two nation states without the willing cooperation of both. And that cooperation, the two pillars of that are political will, and that political will is used with energy by the leadership on both sides when the relationship is friendly.
Well, on that note, thank you for joining us, sir, and telling us about this historic agreement, which means a lot, not just for the people who were stateless for decades altogether, but for two nations, and perhaps a lot for the region as well. That, of course, is a space that we need to watch.